Hi, everybody. So, what you desire, you will get. What you desire, you will get. Years ago, when I was in Texas, I really wanted to have magnolia trees, but I couldn't plant magnolia trees because you know how their roots go deep, and jack up plumbing and shit. But I really wanted two magnolia trees, but I couldn't plant them. I planted other trees, but I couldn't plant those two magnolia trees that I wanted. I also wanted well water. I didn't want tap water anymore. So I really wanted that, and I wanted space and everything. My house, I needed to have space. And so when I moved from Texas to Atlanta, the house that I own, I have two magnolia trees. This is one of them. See, this is one of the magnolia trees right here, and I have another one just like it on this side. I also have well water. And as I thought about it, I realized that everything that I wanted, I have. The thing about desires is that when you focus on them enough, they become so part of you. Like the desires come from within. Desires come from what you came into this world possessing. Okay? What you came into this world having, but need time to manifest. Another thing was that, like I desired when I was younger, I always was looking for this particular person. I even have a painting that I bought about 10 years ago that shows me a woman, I'm saying me, a woman standing with a man just in a narrow street just by themselves, as if both of them are the only two people that exist in the world. I've always desired you don't know what I'm looking at here. Let me show you what I'm looking at. See this? I don't know if you guys can see them. Oh Lord Jesus, I got so much drama going on in my life. Except that they involve animals. So this cat, the male cat, like wanders off. And his girlfriend that he got pregnant last year, I think she went and slept with another male cat on the street. And so now she's pregnant with another man's babies. And so this dumbass cat over here is here chasing her, and she's literally running from his ass. Running from him because her ass is pregnant with someone else. Anyway, that's an aside. So what was I talking about here? I cannot remember what I was saying. Oh yeah. So I spent all my life. I was born with this desire for this particular person that I carried with me, that I came in with, right? But the right time manifested the person. I came in with carrying my man in my heart. And everybody I dated had an aspect of him. And that's the reason why I dated him in the first place, because they had an aspect of him. But, because I was looking for him. Desires, you are born with them. I'm not talking about you coming up with something in your head that you want. I'm talking about those things that come from your soul. Those are the desires that come from your soul. When I was a Christian years ago, I used to think I was going to be a preacher. Because I've always had this desire to teach. I was born with it. I used to think that, that I'm going to be this preacher woman because I was born with that desire. I teach now, but it's the same thing. What you desire, you will get. Because your desires are things that you're aware of. Things that your soul is aware of because you came into this world to experience them. So you carried them with you. So when I wanted two magnolia trees and a well, it was because this house was already here waiting on me, because I already had this house even before I actually bought it. So those two magnolia trees I was thinking of was probably, my soul magnetizing this house and the well water and everything, and the way that it's hidden and it's private and all of that. All of that was what I desired. Same thing with my man, same thing with the future. Okay, so my point is, whatever you desire, you will get. Whether that desire be positive or negative. That's why it's very, very important that you become aware of what you're desiring, of what you're thinking. Because what you're thinking, when you think about it long enough, it shifts into your subconscious. It's still active there, but you're no longer conscious of it. And so when shit starts to go down in your life, you don't know where they came from. You don't know where they came from. You have to be careful of that. But going back to the desires, you gotta understand that what you desire, you will get. If it hasn't manifested itself yet, it's because it's not time. Because there's a time for everything. Everything has its time and its season. Your job is not to hurry time up because you can't. Your job is to prepare yourself to be in a position to receive it when it comes. Because is it going to come? It's going to come. The only thing that will keep it from coming is you not being ready. Because alongside you placing that in your path when you were incarnating here was also you placing yourself in a certain position to receive it. Okay, so if you desire to be whatever you desire to be, understand that you will get it. It's just a matter of time. You will get it. So if you feel like the life that you want, the life that you want is not happening for you, or the life that you desire, because desire, like I said, comes from within. It comes from your gut. It comes from inside. It's not like something you come up with in your head. It comes from the inside. Whatever you truly desire, when you go to bed at night, if you want to differentiate the difference between what you're thinking and what you're desiring, right? You have to be quiet and get in touch with your soul to hear from your gut. Because the information from your soul comes from your gut, not from your head. It comes from here. Your head is how you logicalize and objectify and look at things from an objective perspective. But when it comes to soul and spiritual shit, there's no objectivity to that. It's all about instincts and gut feelings. And if you're not connected to your instinct and gut feelings, you will have a hard time differentiating your want from your desires. Okay? Desires are important because those are the things that you have lined yourself up to experience. Okay? Those are the things that you have lined yourself up to experience. Versus the things that you want, which because you haven't lined yourself up to experience, you may not experience them. And then you get disappointed because you think you're not experiencing your desires, but really, you're not experiencing your wants. I'm going to tell you something here that may shock some of you. I don't even have the time though. But when you are being incarnated, after you create a body and create a soul and all of that for yourself, when you are about to incarnate, you start to pull from the ethers everything that you need to help you, or everything that you need to have the experience that you came to have. All of that makes up what we call your etheric body, which is probably, another way I can look at it is your, it's not the aura, but your etheric body is the only way I can say it. It's the connection between your astral body and your physical body, your etheric body. Everything that you need, your karma, your desires, everything that you need to have the life experience that you came to have, you pull it into your etheric body, right? Before you are born. And that etheric body becomes part of your astral body, becomes part of your spiritual body that comes out through your physical body. So when you are born, everything that you need, everything that you will ever experience is already in your etheric body. As the time goes, it just pulls forth. It just shows up. It just shows up. Nothing. That's why they tell you there's no coincidence. There's no such thing as a coincidence. None. So, if you are not getting what you think you desire, make sure that it's not something that you want, that you did not plan to experience. That thing, if it's something that is coming from your soul, then it's going to happen in time. All you gotta do is just prepare yourself for it. If it's something coming out of your head, it may just be a figment of your fucking imagination. in which case you need to go back to your drawing board and have a conversation with yourself. Okay?